What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another movie review. And today we're going to be reviewing Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, which a lot of fans regard as the best Scooby-Doo movie that's been made. And does that hold up for me? I can't say I remember if this is my favorite or not, because I haven't watched all the others or rewatched all the others or seen some of the others, so I can't really say that at the moment. But we will see when we get to that point. But so far, this one is the best one of the ones I've reviewed so far. Now, this one I did watch countless times as a kid, because this is one of the ones we had on VHS, and it was such a good movie. It was so much fun, and it has just as much for kids, just as much for adults as it does for kids, because this is kind of a darker, grittier thing for Scooby-Doo, which is really cool, and I really do like what they do with it. And there's little twists here and there that are like really, really neat. And the fact that it takes with real monsters, like, yes, I know some of the Scooby-Doo movies have already done the real monsters thing. Actually, all of them up to this point have done the real monsters thing. But this is still a mystery, and it brings the whole gang back. Like, yeah, in Scooby-Doo Goes Hollywood, the whole gang is there. But they're not really, they're there for like a little bit. They're like in the background, and really they're not really important. But in this, the whole gang is here, and the story they go with is really interesting. Like, it's so much fun. It's filled with great jokes and some great comedy. And the soundtrack, don't even get me started on the soundtrack. The soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks in an animated film I've ever heard. I ain't gonna lie, I love the music in this. Especially, there's two songs in the movie that, there's the one, I think it's, the one where they're going through and finding a bunch of, fake, ghosts and monsters and stuff. The song that plays there, and the other song where they're being chased by the zombies is really good music, and it's just really nice to hear these songs. And they're so much fun to just listen to because they're just so nice, and the characters feel so much fun. Scooby is hilarious in this. Scooby and Shaggy have a great, I think in this one, Scooby and Shaggy are at their best. Daphne is really nice in this one, even because she's like really fun. And the side characters are a lot of fun too. I don't think there was really any characters I hated. There was some that I wish could have had some more screen time. Like, there's this one dude that's hunting this fish. I wish he could have got more screen time, because it was fun. But the whole zombie thing was really interesting. The way they take the zombie thing is really interesting. And I'm not going to try to give much spoilers out for this one, just in case there's some people out there that haven't seen it. Because this one's really good, and if you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it for yourself, because of the fact it's such a good story. The characters work so well with this. The dynamic with some of these characters is really good. The twist at the end is so cool. And I guess and it's a good mystery too, because there is some mystery in there. You're trying to figure things out, and a whole bunch of the time you're like, is things real? But then you get to a certain point in the movie, you're like, oh crap, this is actually real monsters. Even though all of the promotional materials are like, but this time the monsters are real with this movie. So if you've seen all that before, I'm saying this like this is a new movie. This movie's pretty old, but whatever. The movie, though, it works so well. It's so much fun. The characters it's just the not just the songs that are in these movies that play in the background, but the actual music itself is really good. There is some of the editing I don't like. There's one transition in one scene where they all decided to go split up, Um, and I really don't like that one. Which is like a little ooze type thing. Looks like one, like this one, the one shot starts to melt and just fades into the next shot. I really didn't like that shot that much. But there's also some supporting characters in this. There's this ferry captain character who's really cool. He's not in the movie much, but he's pretty neat. There's Simone and can't remember her name. There was this other lady's name. I can't remember her name. But the other chick that works for Simone and the gardener, I can't remember his name either. His name is Bo. Those characters were really interesting, and they bring a lot to the actual story. And a lot of the animation has very much improved at this one, especially compared to the Scooby-Doo and Arabian Nights. The animation has improved drastically with this one, which is a lot of great things with this movie to have a better animation. And the movie, it just works. Like, everything about this movie just works. Now, do I think this movie is fantastic? No. But, oh no, I do think it's fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies of all time. It's definitely in the top 12. And it's just so much fun with this. There's so much fun to be had with this concept. And there's more than just zombies in this. There's ghosts and cat creatures and stuff like that. So the zombies aren't even the focus, really. Like, they're not even the spoilers. They're not even the big bad of it. So, which is really interesting. Even though the movie's called Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. But the movie just works so well, and it's so much fun every minute of the way. It's just so much fun. I have to give the movie a solid 4 out of 5. I can't think of anything else to give it. The only reason why it's not a full-on 5 is because, well, actually, I think I might actually, yeah, this is going to get a solid 5. I think this gets a solid 5 for me. By the way, I think I forgot to give my rating for the last one, which is, I will give that a 3 out of 5, the last one, or 2.5, probably a 3. The last Scooby-Doo movie we did, the Arabian Nights, I forgot to give my rating on that one, I think. So I'll give that a 3. But this one, it just works so well, and it's just, if I could think of any criticisms, I don't really know. Like, I legit don't know what any criticisms could be for this movie. Like, I legit can't think of any criticisms off the top of my head. Because the movie just works, in my opinion. It's fun, it's funny, and it just has a lot of great moments. If anything, maybe the main villain doesn't feel like they earned the title of villain, because you don't find out things until the last bit of the movie about the villain, and you already know what the main villain is. You think, well, maybe it's just the zombies, or maybe it's the ghosts, or this, that, and the other, which is good. It's just, I'm just trying to find something to nitpick about, because there's not much to really hate about this movie, because I have too much fun with it. So it's really hard to throw this movie under the bus in any way or form, because I can't think of anything. But I think this movie gets a solid 5 rating from me. I really did enjoy it. There's plenty for adults as there is for kids. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm probably going to go watch Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost now. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!